So this is day one of restoration. This absolute beast of a machine has been left in a garage for 12 years unused in where they've been doing general mechanic stuff, so it's covered in grease and dust and it's rusted in places. I'll get a little closer and you can see. Just some of the paint is scratched back, and anywhere there's bare metal it seems to have rusted up and just seized, and it just needs a general clean and a better TLC. I put up a photo before, but it doesn't really, it's hard to gauge the size of it, but I'll put my drill beside it. You can see that it is a monster, absolute monster. And it's a really interesting machine. It does heavy duty leather work, and it has a, if you're kind of that way minded, it has a walking foot setup, but everything's rusty. It still moves, but it just needs a lot of care. And about, I think it's about 36 inches between the needle and the end here, so that's a lot of space to get really big projects underneath. And I believe it is from an army base, and it did the canvas tarpaulin tops of vehicles, so those kind of things, which is really interesting. I always love when machines and tools come with stories. But I am mainly going to be doing it and cleaning up the screws with a brass brush, wire brush attachment on my drill. I would use a normal brass brush, but I'm really lazy. I have one if it's really delicate, but for cleaning up screws and stuff, this is really easy and really fast. A narrow tipped flathead screwdriver, because all the screws on Singer sewing machines seem to be flat ones. WD-40, of course, 3-in-1 oil for re-oiling all the parts. Plastic mallet, just to free up things that have just got a little bit seized, just a light tap, nothing to damage it. And this cabinet maker's screwdriver, which is also massive, but it is perfect for these huge screws on the back here that any smaller screwdriver would slip out of and break and damage the screw itself. It just means that I would have to go looking on the internet for some unknown and rare part later down the line. Yeah, so really looking forward to restoring this. I'm probably going to paint the base, just because, well, normally I wouldn't paint the base. I would just clean it back, oil it, and then keep it as is when it's a very old machine, like with 1940s, because I like all the character and all the kind of story that comes with wear and tear. But this kind of looks like there's been paint pots left on it. That's not really sewing machine history. And there's a sticker on here that says 1995. And I don't want to think that that's very old, and some people would think it's very old, but not old in my eyes. Yeah, and it has a 3 pedals on the bottom. One's a reverse, one is normal go, and the other one is connected to a chain up here and a lever on the back. This big arm here, it runs across the back, and that lifts the foot, so you don't have to move away from your project, so you can lift the foot out of the way in operation.